Well, I guess if we can't win on the battlefield, and we can't win with our industrial capacity, I guess at the end of the day, the only thing that we are left with is to be catty little bitches. That's right. Are you proud to be American? Proud to be an American! When at least we can be catty little bitches against the people that we're told we are informed to dislike. So I think this is an interesting story, just kind of shows you the path that we are on, right? Many times things happen in the world and it seems like they occurred in an instant, when in reality we have been on this path for quite a long time. And basically that's one of the reasons I'm talking about this whole AI war between the United States and China and the idiocy of it, is you can just see the idiotic path that we are on and how we're gonna lose. How we're gonna lose. I'm not anti-American. I actually am a patriot. I think we actually need policies and we actually need strategy that might in fact win. I just don't understand. I don't see how being a catty little bitch is gonna work out well for us at the end of the day. But anyways, I guess I'm not as smart as Trump is. I don't play 5D chess. Mainly because 5D chess doesn't actually exist. But anyways, don't talk about that. So I did a video a little while ago talking about, the White House and the government complaining that China is doing what is called distillation, as their term is, attacks against our AI companies. Now it's interesting that they use the word attack because that's kind of weird. Like when you hear about attack, what do you think? You think about hacking, you think about penetration, you think about espionage and that type of thing. Basically what distillation is, just distillation, there is no attack to it. What distillation is you have one AI system literally learning from a different AI system. Which is kind of curious when you start thinking about it. It's like, ooh, maybe there is some humanity in this crap after all. But basically, you have one powerful AI system, a whole bunch of training and resources have been put into it. And basically, now that you have this system that's actually functioning and working and giving good results, you can spin up a new AI system, or somebody else can, and then basically can start querying the first one to see what results you get back. And then basically, you can build that second AI system much faster, much less expensively, with much fewer resources, simply by learning, essentially having your new system learn from the old system. So this is called distillation. Now this is supposed to be against the terms of service for OpenAI and Anthropic and all these AI companies. But one of the reasons I find this very weird is that they did not give two shits about the copyright protections or the intellectual property protections for the entire fucking world, right? Scam Altman and dipshit Dario literally took a dump on every fucking creator in the entire world and said they have a fundamental right to trample upon your rights because AI is more dangerous than nuclear weapons or whatever else, right? You see this with the arguments in the American companies about how their artificial intelligence has been created. Basically, your rights don't matter. The fact that you're even trying to fight for your rights is a fucking disgrace. Don't you know they're trying to make $1 trillion off of this? So anyways, right, they shit over the intellectual property rights of the entire fucking world. That is individual content creators. This is multi-million or billion-dollar companies. Basically, they don't give a fuck who they screw as long as they get their $1 trillion of blood money. Which is why this whole distillation thing just rubs me the wrong fucking way, right? You perverted, blood-sucking pieces of shit. Now crying to Uncle Trump, Daddy Trump! Send in the military to protect us. They're making us cry, right? So now that China uses distillation, right? So they create, basically they spin up accounts. They have those accounts communicating with OpenAI or whoever's also services. They have their little AI system learn from those services. And that's what allows their systems to get up and running much faster for much less resources. And fair enough. What am I supposed to say? Fair enough, right? Like, I don't know, maybe OpenAI and Anthropic and all these other companies should have thought about their business models a little bit better before they did this. It's kind of like, imagine if I created a pizza company, a pizza business, and I gave away all the pizzas for free. Right? And so Domino's went out of business and Pizza Hut went out of business. All these companies went out of business. And then imagine Chinaman. Chinaman's like, oh, are you giving away this pizza for free? Yeah. Here, take this pizza. Oh, thank you. And then come back. Can I have some more pizza? Yeah, sure, you can have some more pizza. And then the Chinaman's like, you know, if I take this pizza, I put it in my freezer at home, I then ship it back to China, I could build a pizza business in China using this jackass's pizzas. No! How dare you do that? And you're just like, again, maybe if you had all thought about your business processes and business models a little bit better, tiny bit more, maybe there would not be a Chinese pizza business happening right now. But anyways, right, that's the world that we're in. And so it's interesting now, right? So I thought about this before. Congress is looking at these anti-espionage acts and all this kind of thing. And basically, the State Department, per Reuters, has now, U.S. State Department orders global warning about alleged AI thefts by DeepSeek, other Chinese firms. And so again, this isn't actually about espionage. Like, espionage happens. Look, I'm not saying the Chinese are perfect, wonderful, great utopian people. They do shit too. There's shit going on in the world. I'm just saying 99 fucking problems going on in the tech industry right now. I kind of find it weird that distillation attacks is basically taking this much bandwidth. So basically they're going out, a global warning to talk about the AI thefts of DeepSeek and other Chinese firms. The U.S. State Department has ordered a global push to bring attention to what it says are widespread efforts by Chinese companies, including AI startup DeepSeek, to steal intellectual property from the U.S. artificial intelligence labs. Yeah, when Scam Altman and dipshit Dario steal the entire world's stock of intellectual property, that's good. Again, this is bad. From U.S. AI labs, according to a diplomatic cable seen by Reuters. The cable, dated Friday and sent to diplomatic and consular posts around the world, instructs diplomatic staff to speak to their foreign counterparts about concerns over adversaries' extraction and distillation of U.S. AI models. Quote, a separate demarc request and message has been sent to Beijing for raising with China, the document states. OpenAI has warned U.S. lawmakers that DeepSeek was targeting the ChatGPT maker and the nation's leading AI companies to replicate models and use them for its own training. And I want you to understand with this, right? When Scam Altman comes out and is crying to Daddy Trump over what's going on, realize Cloudflare is a great, fantastic company. It is an actual technology company, right? They do networking, security, and DNS, and all kinds of fascinating things. Go use Cloudflare services. Anyways, one of the components of Cloudflare services right now, because basically one of the things that they do is try to prevent denial of service or distributed denial of service attacks. One of the pieces of fucking functionality that Cloudflare now offers is blocking AI from taking down your website, right? Because there were so many of these AI crawlers out there that were hammering the shit out of individual people's websites. It was literally crashing their websites. Scam Altman and dipshit Dario didn't give two fucks when their systems were crashing people's infrastructure because they needed the intellectual property. Eli, you don't understand. I need your intellectual property whether or not you want to give it to me, right? So when all these AI systems were fucking crashing websites and crashing fucking web platforms, when did you hear Scam Altman or dipshit Dario come out and beg Congress to do something about this nefarious use of artificial intelligence technology? It's funny. You didn't hear that. When they were benefiting from damaging the internet, when they were benefiting from harming people all around the world, that was just a cost of doing business. Now that China is using distillation attacks, oh, that's just a bridge too far. That's pure evil right there. The State Department cable said its purpose was to, quote, warn of the risks of utilizing AI models distilled from U.S. proprietary AI models and lay the groundwork for potential follow-up and outreach by U.S. government. It also mentioned Chinese AI firms, Moonshot AI, and Minimax. The cable said that, quote, AI models developed from surreptitious, unauthorized distillation campaigns enable foreign actors to release products that appear to perform comparably on select benchmarks at a fraction of the cost, but do not replicate the full performance of the original system. Well, here's the thing. Again, with all this AI system, with all this tech stuff, right, here's what you do. You install it, you spin the shit up, and you start testing it. If it gives you the results that you need for the price point that you like, you keep using it. If you spin it up and it gives you shit, you wipe and reload. So here's the thing, and this is what I'm telling you about with this AI fraud. I really want you to understand here, right? So if companies and people are installing, DeepSeek or whatever else, basically what the U.S. government is trying to say is, you can't see the qualitative, you can't perceive the qualitative difference between DeepSeek and ChatGPT. But it's there. We're telling you that ChatGPT is high quality and DeepSeek is lower quality. Now, you can't tell, your users can't tell, your fucking employees can't tell. Nobody can actually fucking tell, but it's true. And this is one of my big arguments too, again, with OpenAI. OpenAI just came out with ChatGPT or GPT 5.5. And it's weird, right? Since Gemini Pro 3 came out, Sam Altman basically dumped all the side projects apparently for OpenAI and is just focusing on the frontier models. And one of the arguments I've been making for like a year, at least a year now, is that the frontier model isn't the most valuable thing anymore. Like, again, when you went from 3.5 to 4, there were big improvements, don't get me wrong. But man, you're going from like 5.3 to 5.4 to 5.5. Do you really give a fuck? Does anybody really give a fuck? No. What they actually care about is the usability. Again, what I don't understand with OpenAI is what matters right now is integrations. Integrations, right? The model itself is fine. Keep improving it, obviously, but that shouldn't be your focus. But the thing is, right, with OpenAI, again, there's that book. I do need to give the title of the book. Anyways, there's a book that's talked about OpenAI, and they believe that the future of AI is all about hardware. The more hardware you have and the more data you have, the more AI you get. So they're in this insane fucking world where all that matters is the better frontier model. Long past when people actually gave a shit about the frontier models. And so it's interesting here with basically what they're saying is like, you may not notice that DeepSeek is worse, but we're telling you it's worse. It added that the campaigns also, quote, deliberately strip security protocols from the resulting models and undo mechanisms that ensure those AI models are ideologically neutral and truth-seeking. Come on now. Come on. These models are neither ideologically neutral or truth-seeking. I don't give a fuck who's making them. Oh, yeah, that's just kind of how it is. But anyways, so that's what they're complaining about now. They're having this bitch fit over the whole distillation attacks. I don't see how this is a winning argument. I don't see how this is a winning fight. I don't see how this moves our particular ball forward. Right? Whining and crying and blowing a fucking snot bubble because they're doing things that we dislike. When we do things, everybody dislikes all the time. Again, right now, there's this whole push for digital taxes in Europe, and Trump is going to punish Europe for the digital taxes, right? There are fines coming up for Twitter or X in some European countries, and Trump wants to punish them for trying to find Twitter because Twitter is violating their laws, right? There's so many of these issues going on right now, where we at American companies are causing real and actual harm all around the world. And then when those countries try to come up with rules and regulations or whatever else to deal with it, they're told that they're going to get punished. And now, again, distillation attacks. We're going around all around the world and saying that they should really care about this. I don't know. 2026, my friends. It is 2026. Oh, so how do you think this is going to go? Where do you think this whole distillation attack line of arguments is going to end for us? Do you think this is a wise path to go down, again, for these AI companies? Again, after they've stolen the world's intellectual property, after they shit on the rights of the entire global population, as they just suck down the blood money, literally saying this is like they're stealing our property, and then with that stolen property telling us that they're going to destroy our livelihoods. And then now they're blowing, like, do you think that's even a good argument to go down? I don't know. Put your thoughts down below. See y'all later.